Phrolova not only has one of the more unique fighting styles in the game, but is also one of the more versatile characters, especially when it comes to HAVOC teams. So if you've been looking for a guide on Phrolova, I got you. If you are debating on pulling for Phrolova, her strengths do include having high on and off field damage. And number 2, if you've been looking for the mono HAVOC team or just a way to have really strong HAVOC characters, she's perfect. For Phrolova's combat rules, she falls under a main damage dealer with having higher resonance skill damage, and she also amplifies HAVOC and heavy attack damage. And here, all the materials you're going to need to get her up to max level. For what skills prioritize upgrading first on Phrolova, definitely her resonance liberation and her normal attack. Your main damage is going to come from these. After that, do your forte circuit, your intro skill, then lastly, resonance skill. And here, all the materials you're going to need to upgrade all of these skills. For Phrolova's best weapon options, her signature, Lethean Elegy, is amazing. If you decide to not go for Lethean Elegy, Yinlin's signature, String Master, is a very close second. You could use Cantarella's signature, Whisper of Sirens. If you don't have any 5-star rectifiers, there are a couple of 4-star ones you can use. For Phrolova's best Echo set, she is quite unique to where she needs 2 different ones, the first one being the new 3-piece Dream of the Lost, and 2-piece either HAVOC Eclipse or Midnight Veil. There are 2 ways you can set up this Echo set. The first way is by having Nightmare Hecate as your main with either crit rate or crit damage. I would recommend crit damage overall. Then having 2 3 costs with HAVOC damage bonus and 2 1 costs at attack percentage. The second way is by using 2 4 costs and 3 1 costs. So again, Nightmare Hecate is going to be your main Echo with either crit rate or crit damage, and then Reminiscent Fenrico with either crit rate or crit damage, and then your 3-1 costs at attack percentage. For our Echo subsets, we're looking for crit damage, crit rate, resonance skill, and any attack percentage and flat attack we can get. For Phrolova's best teams, we have the perfect opportunity to fully utilize the mono HAVOC team of her with Cantarella and Rochia. Now, if you don't have Cantarella or Rochia, we do have some hyper carry team options. I know for myself, I don't have Rochia, so I replaced her with Don Jin. So if you're a Don Jin main, again, her main forte attack is considered heavy attack damage. So you Don Jin mains are in luck with Phrolova. Or if you don't have Cantarella, you could just sub in Don Jin and then have Shorekeeper or Verena as your healer. Same thing. If you have Cantarella and you don't want to use Don Jin, you just want to use a healer, you can use Verena or Shorekeeper. You do have options. If you are free to play, honestly, I would just recommend using Phrolova, HAVOC Rover, and then your free to play healer, Baija. The last thing I'll talk about is Phrolova's resonance chain, and is it worth getting multiple copies of her? Honestly, the only bad one here is S5 in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about Phrolova in the comments, or are you going to be saving your pulls because we just got the drip marketing for Augusta, which looked incredible. So that's why I'm like kind of debating on not getting more copies of Phrolova because I might want Augusta.